Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Luna Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be doing the astrology report for the week of January 21st through January 27th. I will also do a collective reading and I will offer some mini readings at the end. Don't forget, guys, we are streaming on 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I can see all your comments, so let me know where you're watching from. All right, so I see Diana and Rachel already in. Welcome, ladies. Let me know. Is sound okay? I'm getting a sound notification. It could be like the music in the background too, definitely. Let me know if you guys see a pretty cool picture with my lion there. Hi, Vanessa. Does it look like the lion's coming out of the picture? That was my goal. How's everybody feeling today? I just want to touch on the Facebook post earlier. So everyone who messaged me this weekend, I am doing well. So thank you for checking on me. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Yeah, it's supposed to be like smoke. Does it look like smoke rolling across there? Diana says it looks misty. Thank you, Vanessa. Hi, guys. So before we get started, I actually want to read something to you. Okay, so I'm actually going to pause. Hold on, let me put my tea down before I spill my tea. I always be messing these lives up. I'm actually going to pause because I want to show you my little book that Miss Tina got me for Christmas. Do you guys see it? It's a little journal. It's got this cute little lock and key right on the side. And it's says secrets on the outside. And I told her, I was like, you just got me this so you could read my journal. But I've been wondering like what to put in it, what to put in it, what to put in it. I've decided that I'm gonna put famous quotes, famous quotes. So I'm starting today. Today's my first day writing in it. Today's the 14th, guys. We're always a week ahead, a week ahead. But I put a quote from Jay Shetty on there. Do you guys know who Jay Shetty is? He's that guy that does, hi Jenna, that does all of those, love seminars and teaches us how to love people properly. But he's also the guy that, how I always make the joke about people that like have their spiritual awakening and they take their shoes off and walk to Tibet. That's Jay Shetty, right? Like he's the guy that went and lived with the monks for however long when he was having his spiritual awakening. All right, so I want to read this thing. I actually made a shorts about it over on TikTok if you guys seen it. But I want to read what the quote I decided to put the first one in my journal. So it's about the definition of toxic love and conscious love. So he says toxic love is where both people are working independently to use the relationship to serve their own needs. And conscious love, both people independently take care of themselves so that they can bring their best self to each other. So, where often we go wrong in the situation is toxic love turns into a competition. Toxic love is now who's doing more for each other, or who gives more love to each other, or who does more work around the house. So he says, now you've turned the whole thing into a competition. In competition, there is no teamwork. Conscious love is not about being selfless, it's about making agreements, which again is teamwork. Tell me if you guys resonate with that. Toxic love, conscious love. All right. Let's get to the astrology of things, right? This is going to be the busiest week of January. Busiest week of January. So get your calendars out, get your pens, get ready to circle the hot dates, right? All right, guys. So Again, we're looking at the week of January 21st through the 27th. So if you want to check my accuracy, this week is already posted, and you can find all those videos over on our YouTube channel under the live tab. But for the coming week, I'm going to start with the 23rd. You're going to see on your screen there, if I made the letters big enough, Venus is going to enter Capricorn. So this energy is about ambition, focusing on our goals, making progress, and a time for commitment. So that's pretty big for those of us on this very specific journey, right? On the 24th, the moon's going to move into Cancer, and it's going to be trine Neptune in Pisces. Remember, Neptune rules Pisces. This is help people energy, is what I put in my notes. Help people by giving support and understanding. Moon in Cancer, trine Neptune in Pisces on January 24th. Then we have the famous Leo full moon, right? Coming in on the 25th. Leo full moon. This is going to be surges of creativity, surges of romance, surges of love. You can be more affectionate with this full moon. You might spend more time on your hobbies. It's definitely an energy of less work, more play. And I feel like it's going to be easy for us to stay in our heart space. On the 26th there, you can see that the moon is going to be in Leo, square Uranus and Taurus. This energy is restless, agitated, and you may not be sure why. I feel like there's like a get to the heart of the matter type of energy with this moon in Leo, square Uranus and Taurus. And I feel like once you get to that heart of the matter, then that energy will lighten up. I did want to say one more thing about that Leo full moon. I skipped over it. But the Leo full moon, I'm kind of wondering if it's going to feel like what it's going to feel like. Is it going to feel like a full moon? Is it going to feel like a new moon? How many of you guys feel like, and let me know in the comments, because I know it's several of you, you've already told me. But let me know how many of you feel like that Capricorn new moon that we just had felt like a full moon. So remember, we're live streaming on the 14th, and we had that full moon on the 11th, 111. I feel like most of you in here messaged me and told me that you also felt like that was a full moon. I will say that I do feel like I have come to the realization of why it felt like a full moon. It was the closure, the closing out of that Pluto cycle. So I was explaining to Ms. Tina, I was like, that was the last moon before Pluto had moved into Capricorn. So now it's the last moon before it moves into Aquarius. So that's why that new moon felt like a full moon. Interesting, right? All right, guys. The 27th, Sun in Aquarius, square Jupiter in Taurus. So this day you want to be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself. It's going to be hard to find motivation, but you want to stay busy. Also on the 27th, you have Mercury in Capricorn, and it's going to be conjunct Mars in Capricorn. This is going to give us a active mind. You're going to get a lot of new ideas, and you want to jump at any chances to take action on those new ideas. Also on the 27th, I feel like this is going to be my favorite. Uranus goes direct in Taurus. So Uranus going direct, Uranus actually went retrograde. I got it in my notes. It went retrograde on August 28th. So this energy is like where you get the all clear. So if you felt like from about August 28th of 2023 that something kind of stalled out, energies kind of stalled out. Hi, Michelle. If you felt like you had started something and you got good momentum, and then all of a sudden, like August came and things really slowed down. Remember, Uranus is the energy of the man behind the curtain type of energy, right? It's like the real rule maker. And so if you feel like you started things and then everything kind of just really slowed down and you're kind of waiting to see like what's going to happen with these things, it's like now you get the all clear. It's like the rule maker has checked over everything and said, yes, this looks good. So now you're good to go. That's this energy. It's very powerful energy, and it's going to help you start to take action and create the changes that you want to see. Again, this retrograde started on August 28th. So it was a time to rethink who we were and where we belong. I feel like now that it's direct, we should all feel confident that we know those two things, right? All right, guys, that's going to be your astrology report. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do after the collective. All right. So these are going to be the readings that are available. Do you guys see my purple hair and my AI picture right there? I'm telling you, that picture is going to make me go color my hair purple. And I know that the moment I do it, I'm going to be like, what the bleep? But we're going to do Leo full moon free readings. Love messages I pulled out. So I have the soulmate love messages. And of course, I pulled the OGs out too. I'm completely free tonight, guys, because I love you guys. I also have Pluto in Aquarius. If you guys are looking for that, those are all going to be 3 cards. Detailed, of course, $10 if you want to ask a question, and $15 for that detailed twin flame current energy. Links for everything is going to be in the description box. Patty Spencer on Facebook. Hello, Patty. Yes, we're fixing to do that collective right now. I pulled several cards out because I couldn't make up my mind. So I cleansed all of them. It just works better that way. Ooh, the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups comes out of the Sweet Twilight Tarot. And I think that's what we're going to use. I had to use some regular old Rider-Waite tarot today. It's so rare because YouTube is not a fan of Rider-Waite. So it's rare to be able to get to use them, but I like to use them when I'm doing your personal readings in the Etsy shop. Guys, personal readings are available at Etsy shop. Links always in the description box. And we also now have the PLR new website, so make sure to check that out too. I choose Queen of the Moon. I can't say that I have felt the Leo full moon energy. You know how we always feel the energy is a little bit early? That Cancer full moon and Capricorn new moon, that one that was about like the family issues, and I was telling everyone like make sure to deal with your unresolved issues because otherwise it's gonna slap you in the face. That was me. That was me, Rosa. That's who got slapped. But I took it like a champ. Just saying. um, and made it through just fine. Here we are. We're still here. That new moon was on the 11th. I feel like I waited very last minute to feel that energy. The Uranus going direct, like who you are and where you belong, that energy was today. Like I got to feel and experience that today. It makes me wonder if I would have gotten to experience that energy earlier or sooner had I made my like decisions sooner. I say that like I made decisions. Do you guys feel like sometimes you guys feel like when you're on a spiritual awakening journey, I make these jokes that like, you know, spirit's dragging me by the ankle, but it's not really a joke. I don't know. I feel like there's, you know, there's people that get like callings, right? Um, we all have a calling, but and it's like you can choose to do that calling, or you can choose to go off and do whatever, craziness you want to do. They say it's because we have free will. I feel like that's why I get so upset when we talk about free will, because there's some of us that are, and if you're in here with me, like, let me know that you're in here with me because it's helpful. But I feel like there's several of us. It's not just some of us, but several of us that feel like it's not necessarily, it is a calling, but it's almost more like you're being picked, like you were chosen, like you don't really get to go. It's like spirit comes and says, here's Rosa and she's coming on my team, and you can't be like, well, wait, they're having more fun on that team over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work that way. I mean, you can try, but I've noticed, like, for me, when I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, how does it go? Like, spirit will make you as uncomfortable as possible. As possible. And I'll push because I'm Rosa. um, I push. I don't know. I think I'm strong sometimes, and I'll try to fight spirit, and it's like, no, that's probably not best. I'm not complaining though, because it's like when I align, when I start following my purpose, then things get easier, right? All right, let's start masculine energy first. Remember, everyone has masculine and feminine energies. I like to use the example of washing your hair and locking your doors, right? So everyone locks their doors. It's masculine energy that makes you lock your doors. And everybody washes their hair, right? I mean, I guess if you have hair, but that's feminine energy, right? Self-care. So everyone has those energies. Goal is to balance those energies. If you're following me, you most likely have a counterpart, someone who awakened you, and now you experience these energies back and forth. Except for here lately, it's like we're being told to maintain, hold that energy. All right, so creation comes out for masculine. It is the beaver moon, so it is a full moon. I feel like it's covering the third eye, so it could be having like third eye awakening. In other words, like, I don't know, you're watching TV and then all of a sudden you realize that this TV show you're watching is really telling you something else. I don't know, is that a good example? Or like you see things that you never saw before, like you see things clear, or you understand things more than you ever understood them before. But I think because of that, you're able to manifest something or bring something into fruition. And I do see the paper and the writing. So like there could be something about writing letters, maybe not writing letters, but maybe like writing like a to-do list, like a goal list. Like, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to do. It's actually called scripting. So that's pretty direct for somebody. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. We have the Patience card coming out. So the Patience card is the green corn moon card in the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And you see how she's got that red balloon? It actually talks about how she's already been patient. She's at the end of the wait. You see how it looks like a tunnel and like she's fixing to like go out? It's like she's already, or she's waiting for something to arrive. But the point is that she's already done the work. She's already been patient. The patient card talks about too, like, we don't want to be in a lack mentality, right? So if you, and this is gonna be divine feminine energy. So if you feel, and that's receiving energy. So just think about it that way. So if you feel like you're waiting to receive something, it's definitely this energy, like it's almost here. But the point is that you didn't live like you didn't have it, right? Like that's really the goal, especially in manifesting. It's weird because that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up for both sides. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels like you accomplished something. You like overcame something where you felt like you didn't have it to begin with, and it's like that's really the reward. That's why she has the balloon, right? The reward is that you now don't have to live in that lack energy. You now understand that everything's already yours. Like you just have to align yourself to it. I feel like I can definitely resonate with that energy. Um, I feel like that's what happened this weekend is very much spirit asking like choose. You know what I mean? Like, is this the route you want to go? And it was interesting because I didn't want to choose. I was like, no, I like just going off flippity flop and wishy washy and not having to make any major decisions. I like being able to just um, fly by the seat of my pants. But spirit was like, no, that's not happening anymore. You have to like, I don't know, focus. And how many of you feel like we're not allowed to get distracted anymore? Like you can try to go do something that's going to distract you. And again, it's like I was saying earlier, it's like where you'll see that things just don't come easy. If you're not supposed to be there, if you're not supposed to do it, you'll know. All right, bridging energy. We have the boundaries card. Yep, you'll know. The fear card is on the bottom. So the fear card does talk about how you're highly protected. And there's none of these things that you're fearful of. You could feel like there's a bunch of stuff coming at you. I know I did this weekend, definitely all really towards the end of last week. But we're not only just highly protected. I mean, I feel like that's just an understatement at this point. We see it, other people see it, right? But it's like now we can handle it. I think because now we see it and other people see it, now we can handle it, right? Like now they don't like, for example, like now the triggers aren't so triggering, right? Like now we're learning to overcome specific triggers so that we respond instead of react, right? All right, let's go over here and look and see what the masculine's trying to manifest. I did get this like picture, like list, an idea. This is what I want to do today. This is what I want to get done. And that is scripting. So that is like the first steps of manifestation. But there's something here about that third eye. So it's like I'm getting this energy of like you're writing something down. You're like, this is what I want to do, but you don't have the like the pieces, the steps. It's like you're here and this is what you want to do, and you don't have like the steps to get from one to the other. So downloads, you could be receiving downloads, which just means spirit's telling you what to do. It's number 19, the number could be significant. So that devil card flew out right away, and the Hierophant. Wow. Wow. Okay, so this divine masculine energy is, I remember we're looking at collective energies. The devil card, let's talk about it. It's that karmic card again, sweet twilight tarot. I think I talked about it last week, but it was like where he's looking, he's got this like sly look on his face. It's like where he can see. The devil card talks about all the unhealthy habits. It normally shows those two people bound at his feet, right, in the fire. There's actually no two people bound at his feet in this particular tarot set, but he's got this look on his face like he's just waiting for you to mess up. Like he's just waiting for you to have some self-doubt. He's just waiting for you to um just not make the right decision. Have the Hierophant here, so it's like God's waiting too. God's not waiting. The Hierophant is religion, right? It's spirituality, that type of energy. And it does show him like looking back, watching the child. And he also has like these eggs that he's taking care of. I don't think that like God's waiting for you to mess up. That's not it. But he's definitely like, I feel like it's more of that protected energy. Remember the fear card we just seen? Like highly protected. Like there's something, the eggs, it's like this sticking out to me. There's something that's fragile about you, and it's like spirit knows. Nine of Wands is don't give up. There could be some stubborn energy with the Nine of Wands, but it talks about how you've built up this very protective wall around your property, right? Like that's what it means. And so because you've built this wall, this fence to protect what's yours, sometimes we can have like stubborn energy where we don't want to look at something and see it from a different perspective. So it's like we're stuck seeing something one way. And I think that could be what is holding you up from finding the steps of I want to be, I'm here, but I want to be here, right? Most likely it's like you've done something a certain way all the time. And it's like now everybody's watching to see what move you're going to make because you're going to have to do something different. On the bottom is Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the um, firm foundation and financial security. All right, let's get the Patience card. So remember, this was Divine Feminine, and I feel like this Divine Feminine, not in a lack energy, understanding everything is already here, already within. I'm also getting, I heard the word divine timing. So it's like if you're waiting for something in divine timing, you're not trying to push it anymore, you're not trying to control it anymore, you're not trying to force it anymore. Absolutely. Judgment comes out, Scorpio energy. And that could be why you're not pushing it anymore because the Scorpios be kicking our butts, right? But it's the Pluto energy. It's Pluto is making this once in our lifetime, right? It's not going to happen again for another 250 something years. Like we're not going to be here, right? We're not going to experience it. And this is like once in our lifetime transit is happening right now. I feel like because it's finally here, we've been waiting for this energy for how long? Like I've been talking about Pluto. I mean, I know at least a year, right? So it's like we've been waiting for this energy, and it's like it's finally here. We finally see it. We finally hear it. We finally get to experience it, right? And so it's this energy that it's our faith over fear. Like we're not scared anymore. We're just ready. That's the message I get with the Judgment card. Like we're just ready. I have the King of Cups coming out. It's actually my clue card for Divine Masculine. But I don't think it actually has anything to do with Divine Masculine this time. You see the stack of books under this King of Cups? So King of Cups, counselor, mentor, therapist, and now coach, right? So I feel like all these people have their emotions in check, right? They've grown, gained wisdom, but it's like they respond instead of react, right? I don't know. Maybe the coaches do a little reacting. Let's get one more for Divine Feminine. I feel like you feel calm, cool, collected type of energy here. And the Empress comes out. Oh, that's so weird. Look at that tower. The Empress comes out though for a big confirmation that you feel calm, cool, and collected. And the Empress is many people's clue card for Divine Feminine. All right, so I'm taking that tower and we're going to put it right there on the boundaries. So something is happening right now. One, if you're in separation, please remember that separation is protection, right? And I feel like that could be the main focus here because it is the tower and the sweet twilight. So it's like you can see that the tower is on fire. It's that card, you know, where the people are jumping out and they're like, oh my God. Okay, so it says that their foundation has crumbled, right? It says that like there was this obstacle in your way and you couldn't remove it. It was such a big tower, it blocked your view from where you were headed. So it's like spirit has to come in and, you know, lightning, boom, there goes the tower. All right. So in this particular tower, I mean, tarot set, you're watching. See how they're watching from the tree from a safe distance. So this is actually like one of my favorite towers because I feel like you don't really catch the, you know, I'm trying not to cuss, but I'm going to ready. But you know how like when the shit hits the fan, you know, you don't really catch any of the shit because you're far enough away. So it's this energy of like something is being protected with the boundaries. Of course, it's going to be the bridging energy. So that means that this is what the masculine and feminine energies are currently learning. It's a current spiritual lesson. It's what's currently keeping you connected, right? Tower energy could be Mars, of course, too. But I think it's something about learning to have healthy boundaries and learning to enforce those boundaries. And I think too, choosing who, that's going to be really important. I know it has been like in my journey. It's really, um, I want to do stuff every day, right? But I can't. Like I want to go to the movies every day, but I can't, right? Like I can't be in the movies with all the people and all the energies and all the things. I can't interact with those people, right? And those things, right? So it's like that. It's that type of energy. It's like where you're being asked to be careful, picky, protect that energy. The tower is going to have something to do with the chariot. The chariot is Cancer energy. It talks about don't be scared to move quickly. Remember, the chariot is also your ride or die partner. And I think that's what it has something to do with because you have Knight of Wands here. And Knight of Wands is, remember, knights are messengers, so they're always delivering messages. But the Wands is about passion, taking passionate action. I always see that there's three people in this Knight of Wands card. There's three people. One of them definitely gives me the sense of like being controlled, like puppet type of energy. And the two on the horse is like that's what they're leaving behind. Like whatever was trying to control them, whatever was trying to like pull their strings, that type of energy. It's like they're leaving that behind and excited to do so. All right, I'm gonna use the Sacred Traveler and we'll do Head, Heart, Higher Self. So we got Capricorn energy was the first one out the gate. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. Mars could be Scorpio or Aries. Remember, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. I feel like we always forget that because we always say that Pluto rules Scorpio, which is very true. But Scorpio actually has two ruling planets. Cancer came out with the Chariot. Scorpio with Judgment. So that's several major arcanas coming out for the collective. So remember, major arcanas are like the big cards, right? And they're spirit energy. And then the minor arcanas, like the Knights or the Nine of Wands, those are it's our energy. All right, let's look at masculine's headspace. So thoughts. We have answering the call. The time is now. So definitely like spiritual awakening, but for some masculines, this could be like an actual physical phone call. And if you're trying to manifest something, like trying to script something, trying to figure out like how do I get from step A to step B, That could have something to do with the phone call, and it's like the phone call gives you the answer. So don't be afraid to answer the phone, is the message that I'm hearing. Whenever I turn this card over, I always sometimes listen. I sometimes hear like a telephone ringing, but like the old telephone ringing. It's not like your, smartphone with your song, but like the old ring, you know what I mean? Vast vistas is going to be in the heart space. So what masculine energy is feeling, expand your horizons, wanting to get out of the box. You guys coming out of the box. Again, that could have something to do with like coming up with an idea, like how do I do step 1, step 2, step 3, right? Like how do I get this thing accomplished that I want to do? So it's like you're trying to think outside the box. It could be a message too. So remember, in the heart space is where we have telepathy, especially for those of us that are on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, right? And telepathy can happen with everyone, but it's definitely very different when you have counterpart energy. But it could be like the message could be coming from divine feminine saying, think outside the box. Higher self, we have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So that's going to be the brick wall picture. And it's like where you've been on this path for a really long time. Again, done something the same way over and over. Maybe it worked before for divine masculine. I feel like that's kind of the case. Like that's why they want to do it again. It's like, I know that this is going to work because I've done it like this before, but it's like now here we are, it's 2024 and things are different, right? But reflect and redirect your energy. It's like you're trying to put all of your energy into going forward in the way that you used to know, and it's exhausting, right? Because again, you're just hitting the brick wall over and over. So when you stop and see, like, where's all my energy going? Why is it going here? Why am I trying to do it this way? What is not working for me? How can I change that, right? That's when it's going to be higher self lesson. So it's like your higher self is trying to teach you that right now. But that's what I was going to say. That's when you find like the new path. All right, let's do head, heart, higher self for divine feminine. So thoughts, we have voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. I think we're definitely having a voyage of the heart at the moment, right? And here's what I'm gonna say and I feel like most of you in here are gonna know what I'm talking about because we've been talking about it, individually with each other this weekend. But we don't have to choose. That's really important that we know. There's no choice to make here. The only choice to make is to choose ourselves. Like that's it. That's the only choice to make. You don't have to choose like, should I date? Should I not date? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? It doesn't matter. None of those. It's none of those. It's you. Like it's only us, divine feminine. We're only supposed to choose ourselves at this point. And the interesting part is that if we could just do it, if we could just, release and surrender and just allow the things to happen how they're supposed to instead of trying to control everything to its finest detail, it would turn out better than what we're trying to do, right? Because God's plan is better than our plan. So there's definitely this energy of going through this journey, this last couple of days, right? And it's like you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to get to some location. What's that phrase? I never get these things right, but like it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Oh my gosh, I think I got that one right. But that's kind of the energy there. All right, for heart space, we have, look at that, spirit's got my back, surrendering to the journey, release control. And so I do feel like this is going to be messages back and forth. So it's like feminine is telling masculine, hey, expand your horizons, think outside the box, go a different way, right? Take a different plan, different action. And masculine energy is telling feminine energy, like, surrender to the journey, release control, yada, yada. Infinite abundance it says abundance is pouring into your life is going to be the higher self lesson. And I feel like that is what's happening here. I do feel like that is why we were being told to stay in this, receiving type of energy. And transformation is going to be on the bottom. It does give me that Scorpio Phoenix rising type of energy. It says a fresh new way of living emerges. I see our list going over there. Thank you, Diana. All right, let's do the OGs. I'm only going to pull one. Let's just pull one from each side. I feel like we already got one message through the heart space. All right, divine masculine to divine feminine. We have the I'll try card. That's interesting because someone said that to me just today. He said, I'll try. I'm over the trying stage. I'm at doing stage, right? So I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not at I'll try. I'm at I will. All right, let's look at divine feminine, divine masculine. It's easier for me to be wrong than right. This is the energy of like trying to prove ourselves or trying to prove that it was like that was the right way, something like that. I don't think that's really what's being said. It's just more of releasing that, right? Like releasing control. So it's like we don't got to prove anything. We just got to do it the way we're called to do it, right? Your courage inspires me is on the bottom. All right, let's do guidance. I'm going to use the power of love activation. Miss L gifted me this set, and I just remembered I was supposed to. I want to say I was supposed to message or text her. Y'all, I'm behind on my emails. I'm behind on everything. So, if you, that's not true. I'm not behind on everything, but I am behind on like my emails, messages, and whatnot. So, if I got to you today, yay. If I didn't, please forgive me. I promise to catch up in the next couple of days. Be patient with me. Patience is here. It says you're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own rhythm. Oh my gosh, big confirmation, right? That's that surrendering, releasing control, like not trying to control it down to every detail. Compassion is here. It says you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. And we have cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. It's interesting because I feel like this could be some masculine. This is more masculine guidance there. It's like you could be experiencing things that are challenging and difficult, and you're like, or people that are challenging and difficult, and you're like, what the bleep? Why am I having to deal with this? There's going to be purpose. There's going to be reason to that. One, it's going to be this guy. This guy's wanting to see like which way are you going to go, what you're going to choose. But two, it's going to be like, are you healed? Have you overcome? Are you? Do the triggers still trigger you? Right? I mean, that could be divine feminine too. It's guidance for both, but I definitely felt like it was coming out strong for divine masculine. All right, tolerance is on the bottom. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective reading. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we'll go over and check out that list. And I'll put the list back up so you guys can see what we're doing. While I get the cards ready. Logic C on Twitch. Hello. didn't look to see if is Sandra. Did you see Sandra in here? I did look to see first thing. Have mercy. Um, Logic on Twitch. We're doing free readings. Let me know if you want to get put on the list. And please remember multi-streaming, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all at the same time. Here's what our list looks like so far. I was looking to see, I know, I was looking to see if you had said anything. Like, am I allowed to say that? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Don't be mad. Love you. Y'all, Sandra's sister, we know Amanda comes in here and hangs out with us all the time. She's not feeling very well, so if everybody could just, get together and send a little prayer out for her, I would really appreciate that. Strength in numbers, right? When more than one come together. But yeah, sweet, sweet. I was a little stressing at that for a second. Logic Z says I don't understand. We're doing free readings, so you should be able to see them on your screen. Leo full moon, love messages, and I made a spread for Pluto in Aquarius. These are 3-card spreads, guys. 3 cards. So if you want to get put on the list, you have to let us know. I know there's nobody in Twitch. I don't have a moderator in there. Sandra helps us in there from time to time. But we're still growing. We're still growing over there, Logic Z. We're still growing. But I can put you on the list because I can see your comments. All right. Love messages. I'll get it out eventually. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's put Logic Z on the list, please. Z's. All right. I'm going to go grab that list really quickly. Just so I can write it down. Rosa on Facebook wants Pluto. Renee on Facebook. Patty on Facebook. Love messages for Patty. Thank you, Diana. Sherry, YouTube, Pluto. Sandra, YouTube, Pluto. Sandra, how are you feeling about Pluto? Don't tell me until after I do your reading. Michelle, YouTube. I mean, how about I just tell you guys? I'll tell you guys how the Scorpios are feeling about Pluto. Okay, remember Pluto is death and transformation. So if you have Pluto, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sun and Rising, right now, as Pluto is making this once in a lifetime transit, you are going to say you're going for a transformation is a complete understatement, but it's like a life-changing transformation. And whatever you put off, so I'm talking to the Scorpios, right? Whatever you put off during this transformative period, because it's kind of been, remember, we had that 3 months in 2023, and it's really been like since then, we had that little, it went retrograde, so we had that little period of we got to see what it would be like, right, in Aquarius. Okay, so whatever you've been putting off since then. So, when was that? March, April, May or may have been May, April, June of 2023. So Scorpios, whatever you've been putting off since then, and Scorpios are tough. I'm saying, like, they are tough. So it's like whatever you've been pushing back or holding off, because it was difficult, because it was challenging, because maybe it was going to pull at those heartstrings. Um, Pluto moving on, the 20th is, you feel like it's impending, right? Like you feel like, oh, I gotta face it, like it's finally here, type of energy. For those of you that have faced it, for those of you that have faced it, this Pluto moving into Aquarius is giving you like the first burst of fresh air. Like, how I always talk about Pluto's the big deep water, right? So it's like coming out of that. You know how I say, like, when you're going through transformation, you come out of the water and you get this brush of, or like this breath of air, but then you get sucked back down. Well, this Pluto transit, for those of you that are facing your shits, right? It's gonna feel like a huge burst of fresh air, and it's gonna last such a long time. You're not gonna feel like you're being pulled back down for yet another transformational whatever, right? So I just want you guys to know that, Scorpios. Infinity is one. Hello. All right, let me get a drink and then I'm ready, I promise. I don't know. I feel it's so weird. Some people are like, I can tell that your energy is different. And honestly, I can too. And I'm wondering, like, um, is it a good thing? Like, is it such a bad thing? I kind of like this calmer, peaceful, more feminine energy. I don't know. And I don't know, it just seems calmer, nicer. Do I miss all the craziness and the loudness and the cards flying everywhere? Yes, yes, I do. But I don't know. Receiving is pretty darn nice too. Logic says I'm twins. It's good. Question mark. Ooh, are you like a real like a um so twin flame is just a label. It's a label. But are you like like you have a twin sibling? Like you have like, twin sister, twin brother? Or are you telling me that you're a twin flame too? And if you're asking me if it's good, that's going to be a matter of opinion, right? Oh, Spirit's going to get me. I better hush. All right, Vanessa on Facebook. Say hi to me in the comments. Vanessa on Facebook wants Pluto. Vanessa on Facebook. Sweet. Thank you. I know y'all think it's funny that I grab different tarot decks all the time, but I promise you that Spirit tells me which ones to grab, and it's going to be based on what you're doing. Logic says my sign is a Gemini. Interesting. Oh, that's the twins. Oh, I see. I see. So Spirit told me to get elemental wisdom. So whenever I have to get elemental wisdom, Vanessa, that means you're doing something good. Oh, you guys, Leo full moon. I didn't even tell you. Angelique, hello. I didn't tell you guys, but Leo full moon is 3 cards. Power, personal power. That's what we're gonna look at. Personal power. Um, I named it Drop the Drama. And take a risk. So that's Leo full moon energy. I probably should have told you guys that sooner. I'm sorry. Pluto reading is death, rebirth, and guidance. Vanessa, I heard the word love story. I also heard that like the love conquers all type of energy. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is someone who is courageous enough to take passionate action. Remember, knights are messengers. This is going to be what's coming to an end. So I feel like this is going to be more reckless energy. Like you're going to be more passionate instead of reckless. And I just want to say too, Pluto in Aquarius, it could have something to do with like expansion, more travel. Knights travel to unknown lands. It's like they have to be courageous enough to go somewhere they've never been. But what's coming to an end is the reckless energy. Making a decision, but not based on like what you already know. If it was based on what you already know, it wouldn't be reckless. All right, the 3 of Wands comes out, so the fire sign strong, right? But the 3 of Wands is going to be, it's your ships coming in. I did get elemental wisdom, so at least you can see the ships. Normal Rider Waite, it's it looks like a sand ocean. It's like an orange ocean. It has little black dots way out there, and it's like your ships are coming in, but it's gonna take forever for them to get here. And it's like you have to take so much action before it's time, or like before they get here. Each tarot set's gonna be a little bit different, right? So in this elemental wisdom, the 3 of Wands, the ships are almost there. And I just want to say, it's a pretty big ship. It's not just some little dot or some little boat out in the water. So I feel like because you're not being reckless, because you're more excited, you're going more after like being more courageous, being more passionate. It's like whatever you're waiting to come in is going to be bigger than what you expected. All right, I'm going to pull a guidance card. I have the 3 of Coins. I think you're waiting on a person. Or either a person or I think that's it. It's like you're waiting on a person. Because the 3 of Coins, elemental wisdom. So this is going to be why Spirit told me to pull this particular tarot set, and I'm going to tell you what it is that you're doing and why Spirit said this is the set for you, right? So the 3 of Coins is the card that says it's teamwork. It's partnership. It's the I respect you, I respect your ideas, you respect my ideas, let's work together, right? It's the car where they're always at the church. They're always working together at the church. So in elemental wisdom, it's just you and the angel. It's just you and God. So it's like, is there supposed to be other people helping you at this time? Yes, but God's got you. So at this point, you don't even need the other people. You may still want the other people, you may still be waiting for those other people, but it's like you don't need them. You've been doing this work by yourself this whole time and you're knocking it out of the park, right? The ship is big, it's something big. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that was helpful. All right, Renee on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments, Renee. Renee, how are you feeling? I know you were sick. I'm just wondering if you're getting better. It seems like that little, there's like a nasty little cold. There's something going around everywhere, right? Oh, I love that. Thank you, Vanessa. Just getting better today, she says. Sweet, sweet. I'm glad to hear that. All right, Renee on Facebook. Which one are we doing? Are we doing Leo full moon? Leo full moon, I'm looking at personal power. Where is your power going this full moon? Drop the drama. What beliefs or habits no longer serve you? And take a risk. What area of your life could benefit from you gaining courage and taking a risk at this time? That's Leo full moon. Pluto is the one we just did. Death, rebirth, and guidance. And then love messages is also on there. Let's do love messages. Somebody has something to say. I'm gonna pull 3 of them. And I heard 1 from each, so I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm assuming, it could be like twin, soulmate, karmic. Let's see. I can't help mentioning you to close friends and family. I can feel all the love that you're sending me, and it's electrifying. I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. I find your inner wisdom really attractive is on the bottom. So it's going to be twin, soulmate, karmic. Ready? All right, so twin is I can't help mentioning you to close friends or family. This person is actually most likely could be asking about you, like maybe you have a mutual somebody. Maybe it's because like a lot of times this type of energy comes out when there hasn't been any communication for a minute and like you're not taking the bait, you know what I mean? And so it's like it's whatever they're trying to pull at the time isn't working for them. So it's like that could be why that energy is coming out. Soulmate type of energy. This is more of like an even flow. You're working together type of energy. It says, I can feel all the love that you're sending me and it's electrifying. So it's like this person, this happens to me. You must, this could have been eye contact. You could have made eye contact with this person and it's like it scared them off. It's like they can sense all the I don't know, like love and excitement and whatever that you have. It's like remember the eyes are the window to the soul, but I feel like you made eye contact with this person, and these are 3 different people. So it's like you made eye contact with this person, and it just kind of like shocked them a little bit, scared them a little bit. This one right here, I'm a better person because of you, and I feel more optimistic about and full of life. I don't know if maybe they feel more optimistic. I don't know if they necessarily think that you're the reason they feel more optimistic, But there is a I'm a better person because of you. It's like it's a karmic lesson, and it could have something to do with a letter. They could have wrote you a letter recently because, or they could have wrote you something in a text, something recently, because there's like a typo in this card, and instead of better, I'm a better person because of you, it says I'm a letter person. Weird, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Patty on Facebook also wants love messages. All right, Patty on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. Ooh, I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday, just flipped out. Hi, Patty Spencer. All right, we're going to do it the same way. That must be the theme tonight. You are my lucky charm. Since I met you, I manifested all sorts of things. You have a soul tie. You have a soul connection with someone. We all have, they're all soul connections, I guess. I should be more specific about that. You have a spiritual connection to someone who has catapulted. You may have actually already been spiritual before, but they caused you to be more spiritual. They catapulted your spiritual awakening. And now you manifest together. And you want to know what's interesting that I just learned in my journey? Did you guys know that when you have a counterpart, like when you have a person that's here in the 3D that has, catapulted your spiritual awakening, and actually for those of you that your person has passed, the same goes for you too. But did you know that you actually manifest together? Yeah. That's interesting, right? I've been learning about that. I've also been learning about that high pitched ear ringing, and a lot of times there's when like something is coming together and the manifestation is coming to fruition, you could also hear that high pitched ringing. But yeah, you're manifesting together. You may not even know. Like you may not like maybe Patty, you just came in here just out of the blue and it's just a coincidence. But like you may not even realize that, this person has I feel like that's impossible, but it's like there's this strong connection. You don't necessarily have to like be talking to them or be in a relationship with them. It could be someone like from your past. And I actually feel like you were, see, for me, and everybody's journey is going to be a little bit different, but for me, I was not very spiritual before this happened. I raised my kids to my boys, if they wanted to go to church, I didn't pick. Like, you want to go to church? My mom was like so many different religions, bless her heart, right? That I just wasn't very picky. I knew there was a God, but I was pretty angry with him most of my life, right? And so I didn't want to put that onto my children. So I was like, go to whatever church you want, but I'm not going to tell you what church to go. I don't have the answers. Go ask them, right? Like I was definitely having to do that. Sorry, I had to clean up the Facebook a little bit. I feel like there was something about like religion or spirituality. It was like you already had it when you met the person that you're in this soul tie with, and that you manifest with. But it's like it's going to be deeper, more, or it could have changed it completely. Like maybe you had one belief system really strongly, and it's like now you have a completely different belief system. All right, let's do a soulmate. So remember, soulmates are easy relationships, and they don't necessarily have to be love relationships. It's the I water you, it's the I water you, you water me, and we grow together energy. I'm working hard on my finances for you, for us, and for our future. So I feel like that could most likely be a love relationship, especially if you feel like you're in a soulmate relationship. If it's someone that, because the word future is here, if it's like you don't feel like you've met this person yet, this could be like higher self telling you like what's happening, like what's being put together so that this person is prepared when the energies come together, right? All right, karmic, I have you make me feel like a kid again. The word kid is sticking out to me, so you could have a kid with a karmic. And remember, karmics are they're difficult, challenging life lessons. Still love. I feel like that's a big common misconception. People think that there's no love in karmic relationships, and that is not true. The karmic relationship love is so, I almost said toxic, but I mean, it kind of is. It's not kind of, it is. But it's so strong, it's so powerful. That's why it's hard to break karmic relationships. That's why a lot of karmic relationships last a long, long time. Like I was in my karmic relationship for almost 20 years, right? And so it's like, that's why, because the love is very, very strong. It is a toxic love. What do they call it? Like trauma bonding and things like this, right? But the sun, there's something about the sun. Notice how the one card looks a little bit different than the other one. So Patty, I feel like you could have a child with someone, and it's like they could be resurfacing, like coming back around. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Danger Zone on Twitch. Hello. Patty Spencer says, yes, I am a Christian. One on Facebook. Diana, do you see the little scammer thing over there on Facebook? Guys, don't click any of the links. I don't know who they are, and I don't know if like they're good, they're bad. Most of the time they're bad, so yeah. But I feel like the Facebook moderator thing caught it, so you may not see them. All right, Sherry on YouTube. Sherry on YouTube is getting Pluto reading. Sherry on YouTube, say hi to me in the comments. Sandra is over there on Twitch. Thank you, Sandra. Our moderators are pretty badass, right? Sweet. Yeah, it's probably going to be, well, that, and I think the Facebook, um, we have that, like automatic Facebook thing. I think it grabbed it. Sherry on YouTube, Pluto reading. Sandra is going to be next after Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Michelle, Infinity is one. I'm just going to go check this list real quick before it gets too big. All right, we're already 113, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Let's go ahead and close that list. I'm going to grab that banner real quick. Sorry, I want to turn it down and I turned it up. All right. Messages. Diana, Pluto. and one on Facebook. I'm doing well, Danger Zone. How are you? No, Renee. No, no. If you send a paid reading, I got it. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Paid readings go first. Skip the line. It's the energy exchange. It's the way it works. All right, Sherry, I'm going to need you to be patient with me. Yeah, these are minis and they are a little cheaper than on our regular site and they are live. So I won't be as detailed as if you had came and got one, private readings through the Etsy shop, but they're still pretty detailed. So I will try to move through it as quickly as possible. But I like doing these live so you guys can see that what is happening to one may be happening to the other. All right, so we're at Sherry. Renee, say hi to me really quickly, just so it's short and I can pull that short box up. But we're gonna do this paid reading really quickly. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Renee. All right, Renee, let's start his energy first. We have the energy card coming out, journey on the bottom. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. I did see like the yin yang, so it could have something to do with like duality, but it also could have something to do with like out with the old, in with the new. The dragon is sticking out to me. All right, your energy, the journey card comes back out. Happiness on the bottom. Focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. You will find help in unexpected places. And it's going to be because you're going to find it from, oh, this journey. You're going to find it from someone else. So the dragon stuck out to me, and it is out with the old and with the new. Because this person is still struggling. Like you see the chains, it's like they're still struggling to break free from something. It's most likely going to be something that's like toxic or unhealthy. It could be something that's karmic, definitely. But it's like you are upset that this energy is slower, so you are at this place where it's like, do I slow down and wait? Do I move forward? And I think that you're going to be surprised to see that you move forward, and the thing you move forward to is actually, or I shouldn't say the thing, the person that you move forward towards is going to be actually very helpful in your own journey. The happiness card is what told me. All right, let's do bridging energy. Reconciliation, how interesting. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. Nature is on the bottom. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. Okay, so the reconciliation is definitely throwing me off because I feel like this energy is going one way and this energy is going another way. I'm going to use Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Okay, so Ten of Wands comes out. It is completion to, it's heavy burdens on your shoulders. It's exhaustion. But you see all the women tied up down here. It's like they're all bound. The mansion's up here. It's like this person could have like I mean, I don't know how to say it and like be nice about it, but it's like they could have addictions to women that probably don't treat them very well, right? So it's like they can't get to their mansion in the sky, right? Like they can't get to their whatever it is because of the things that they're bound to, the things that they tie themselves to. And it could definitely be like the people. We also have the moon coming out, this illusion sphere, and then the Seven of Cups. So the energy is telling me that this person could feel like they have no choice. They have no option but pick this type of sorry, like sad type of existence. Like their options, whatever they choose is painful or bad. I'm also seeing like with the Seven of Cups is like something's gone. See the skeleton, like she's reflecting. It's like something is ghosted, gone. All right, let's look at the journey card. Focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. The world, new opportunities. The Ten of Swords, 2 tens there. Look at that. I've seen that duality. There's completion. This person is still trying to break free from something that they should have broken free from a long time ago. You've done it. You've already done it. That's why Spirit's saying, look how far you've come. But the Ten of Swords is completion of a painful life cycle. And then Wheel of Fortune, more confirmation. Like it's just time. It's time for you to get moving. It's time for you to go. But let's look at this reconciliation because it's freaking totally throwing me off. All right, so it says, remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need. My ears are on fire. It's like the ringing just keeps getting higher and higher. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. It's like as soon as I figure out why my ears are, it stops. All right, so the Magician comes out, manifesting. Oh, that's so interesting. So are you both trying to manifest reunion? No, I know what it is. Okay, so this is bridging energy, right? So this is like the energy, the spiritual lesson you're both currently learning, right? It could be with different people in different places, but you're learning it at the same time. The Magician comes out, and this is going to be the as within, so without. So it's like the insides have to match the outsides, right? Strong Virgo energy with that Magician. Gemini. You have the Hermit. It's Virgo, confirmation, right? But it's going to be, and if like nobody's a Virgo, go check your charts. What's in Virgo? What house is it, right? But again, it's going to be manifestation, trying to bring something to light is what I'm getting with the Hermit energy. And Four Pentacles. Four Pentacles is the energy of holding on to something too tightly, not wanting to release. This could have something to do with feeling like um, I'm going to keep doing it my way because this is the only way I know. It's that energy. So it's like reconciliation may not be able to happen until the insides match the outside. And if you're having spiritual awakening on the outside, you're going towards purpose, you're going towards spirit. So it's like the inside has to match that. And it could be the other way. Like, inside you probably really strong in your faith. So you're like, I know I'm going on this journey. I know I'm with spirit. So it's like on the outside, you may be, following somebody else or doing something else. And it's like those things have to align. They have to meet. They have to be the same. All right, let's do romance angels for head, heart, and higher self. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, is in the headspace for the masculine. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, is in the heart space. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And that's his higher self lesson. So it's like right now he's probably learning about separation. And again, please remember, anytime there's separation, there's great purpose to separation, and there's definitely protection in separation. But the unrequited love, that's going to be in the headspace. Like that's what he's thinking about. Maybe he thinks it's weird. Okay, I'm gonna. Ooh, here goes, right? But it's like this person probably thinks that they give more to you than you do to them. And is it that way? Probably not. But it's like that's how they see it. And that's going to be that toxic love type of energy. I talked about it at the very beginning, Renee. It was a quote that I did from Jay Shetty where he gives the definition of toxic love and conscious love. And toxic love, it's a competition. I love you more, I clean the house more, I work more, I make more money, I do. It's not a team type of thing. It's an individual competition with each other. Conscious love is like when you go off and you both become good, healed, healthy people, and you bring that together, right? I'm also hearing that quote. You know how people always say like relationships or marriage is 50-50. Have you guys heard that before? Like marriage is 50-50. That's the biggest lie we were ever sold. Ready? It should be 100-100, right? It's 100-100. I have to bring 100%. You have to bring 100%. And then now you're just adding to mine and I'm just adding to yours, right? These could be all lessons this person is dealing with. In the heart space, though, I feel like this is a message from them to you. There's definitely there's a lot of passion. It could be like reminiscing. All right, let's do your head, heart, higher self. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation, comes out in your headspace. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, comes out in your heart space. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That's gonna be your higher self lesson. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your parents, but it could definitely be. I feel like that's a big lesson that we've been learning here and this particular journey is the parent situation, right? Like how many of you guys feel like in 2023 you learned how to forgive your parents? I did. Oh, Twitch, it's going to be quite some time. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. All right, let's pull some love messages for Renee. I'm so proud of everything that you do. This is going to be from him to you. I want you to be happy, even if that means being without me. And whenever I see flowers, I think of you. So I know this is weird, but I feel like these are all higher self messages. So it's like his higher self is so proud of everything you do. His higher self wants you to be happy, even if it means not being with him. And the reason I know that is because the energy of the 3D physical person is like, it's more of, it's nobody can have you. It's got to be this way, my way or the highway type of energy. So this is telling me this is higher self. And whenever I see flowers, I think of you as most likely higher self. And it could be like whenever there's somebody, it doesn't have to be flowers, but it's like something that you guys know that's like between the two of you that reminds him of you. Um, it's like the higher self is reminding him whenever he sees these things. All right, let's do 3 from you to him. Me and you equals power couple. Thank you. I feel like that's your goal right now, is getting in a power couple relationship. Like nobody wants to be in a relationship with someone who, like, can't pick themselves up, can't do the things, right? So it's like you're looking for someone that can meet you at your level. Thank you for being there for me when I needed it the most. I feel a little sarcasm there. And even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. That's very true. Since I met you, I have more energy to push towards my goal. And that's true too, because that's what the twin does, right? Like I love to tell everybody this is this so romantic, love story, yada, yada. But really it's just to awaken you, and it's to continue to realign you and push you on the path that your soul chose for this lifetime. All right. Guidance to close it out. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self approval so that others no longer define who you are. That's going to be straight for you, Renee. It's like you don't need anyone's approval. One, to know that you're on this journey. You also don't need anyone's approval if you're choosing to, meet different people. As soon as I said that, I turned loyalty is on the bottom. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. And forgiveness, I'm going to go ahead and take it. It says you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. All right, here's what I'm going to say about the loyalty card. Ready? Renee, be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to yourself. That's it. You and God. That's all you got to choose. As long as you choose you, you can't go wrong, right? All right. I hope that was helpful. And thank you so much for your payment. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Sherry on YouTube is where we were, right? Sherry on YouTube with Pluto. Thank you, Renee. All right, Sherry on YouTube, say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, Diana. Updated list, you guys. We can add Starluva if we need to. I know it's hard to wait. It's hard to be patient, y'all. I understand. But I love y'all for doing it. All right, Sherry on YouTube. Last time I almost skipped over, she popped right up, so I'm going to wait. Pop on my puffer. Sandra's next with Pluto. Michelle wants Leo full moon. All right, let's go ahead and go to Sandra. If we see Sherry on YouTube, just let me know and we'll come back. Sandra, if you can, say hi to me in the comments. Are you over on Twitch? I mean, I don't care where you're at. Look, here we go. I'll grab this one. Sweet. Thank you. Oh, Sherry, I love you. I'll do yours right after Sandra's. All right, Sandra, Pluto. So dash, rebirth, and guidance. Your daily routine, something that you're doing every day, is going to be coming to an end. The hermit energy, so it's like being withdrawn, being secluded, that could be coming to an end. You also have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is something's going to be reborn that you either don't believe or you do believe because you've been doing it and just not been telling anybody that you've been doing it. So it's like you've been bringing something back to life and maybe just not telling everyone that you're bringing the situation back to life. It could be anything. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a habit. It could be anything. But it's like something that you're bringing back is the energy that I'm getting. All right, so guidance is going to be the Nave of Chalices. So the Naves, remember, are like pages in this particular tarot set. And the Naves are... remember, they're students, they're learning, not at their fullest potential. I feel like this has something to do with an I'm sorry or making a small offer. And I feel like the guidance is to take that offer or to accept the, to offer forgiveness. And I think it has something to do with this King of Cups that's on the bottom. King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine, but this could be someone that you trusted with your emotions. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, I'm going to do Sherry's. Pluto, Saturn, square Pluto. Ooh. Sweet. Thank you, Sandra. Uh-oh, Spencer's dreaming, chasing rabbits. Give me just a second. He gets excited about them rabbits, y'all. All right, Sherry, death, rebirth, and guidance. What's coming to a complete conclusion, right? Completely finished. The Six of Swords is here. Six of Swords is about being guided. I don't think Spirit's going to tell you to stop listening to the guidance. I think what's coming to an end is you not listening to the guidance, because look how hurt she is. Like, she's got this bandage around her head. It's like they're having to carry her. Maybe she can't walk on her own. But it is this energy like you're being protected at this time. See how the swords are like keeping the water back? But what's coming to an end is not listening to the guidance, not listening to the guidance. Having to keep getting pulled out of some situation. Alright, so we have 10 of Swords coming out, so a completion to painful life cycle. It's like something finally arrives. All right, so your death and rebirth is going to be not following your intuition and finding yourself like stuck in challenging situations where spirit has to come in and pull you out of something. But the reason that was happening was because you were completing some painful life cycle where you were learning a lot of lessons, right? 10 of Swords. All right, so your guidance comes out. Several cards flew out and took all of them. 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the Devil card. So the 7 of Cups, remember, is you have choices to make, but the 5 of Cups tells me that you've suffered a great loss, and you're really focused at this moment on what that loss is. So 6 of Pentacles says that you're going to get assistance. Someone comes in and helps you. And I feel like it could have something to do with Capricorn energy, but I feel like what the assistance is something that's, again, unhealthy, toxic, but it's what caused you to have this slip up or like make this detour or this distraction in the first place, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Capricorn energy was the only major arcana. So if you don't have Capricorn major placement, I would go look and see on your chart where is Capricorn. What house does it represent? All right. Michelle on YouTube, Leo full moon. Thank you, Sherry. So Leo full moon, I'm going to start with personal power. I'm going to look and see where is your personal power going with this full moon. Judgment, it's going towards your purpose, so that's good. All right, drop the drama. Where is your beliefs or habits? What belief or habits no longer serving you? The Fool card, that you're not able to take the leap of faith, because this is the card with the strings attached to the Fool, like a puppet. So like feeling like you're being controlled or manipulated. Feeling like you don't, like someone's playing with you. See how the cat's playing with the string? Like someone's playing with you and you don't have control of something. All right, what area of your life could benefit from you taking a risk? So we have the Nave of Wands, Page of Wands, spiritual awakening. So your spiritual awakening journey could benefit from taking risks. On the bottom, Eight of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Pentacles is like where your focus goes, energy flows, but it's also the Eight of Pentacles that says, if you fall down, get back up. All right, I hope that was helpful. Sorry, I meant to change the name out. Infinity is one. Infinity is one. Let me know that you're still here and you waited so very patiently. And then Diana is getting Pluto. I have a one on Facebook. And I want to say we added someone, right? Starluva. Infinity is one. Thank you, Michelle. Infinity is one. Remind me which reading, which one, or which reading are we doing? I wrote it down, but I can't read my own handwriting. I wrote something down. Let me see. Oh, I see it. Love messages. I see it. I see it. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. So I kind of liked how we did it earlier with like twin flame, soulmate, karmic. But infinity, this is going to be one person. This is one person and one message. That's not true. I'm going to pull 3 cards, but it's coming from one person. And it's weird because I'm not sure if like this could be like this person's higher self, definitely. But it could also be like someone who is it could be like someone who's in the 5D energy. It could be like someone who's passed. I can't wait to see you again. It's going to be someone who's passed. Thank you for being so patient with me. You inspire me so much. You are my muse. I feel at home with you is here. Wow, infinity. The home energy, it could be someone that you just were in a home with. It could be like a parent, grandparent, something like that. But the home card, the home feeling is what we get, especially here at PLR. When you're on this really specific type of spiritual awakening and you have this twin counterpart, whenever you're in the same energetic field, like in the same room, in the same area, in the same whatever, you get this really calm, confident feeling. You get this they call it the home feeling, and it's because you feel like you've been there your whole life, or like you've known this person your whole life, or like you've you know, been connected to this person your whole life. It's that type of energy that I feel at home. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure like who's. It could be like a twin energy 5D, but it could also be like someone who's passed to the other side. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Diana wants Pluto. Juan on Facebook. Juan on Facebook. Let me know that you're still here and which reading. You're welcome, Infinity. Thank you. Angelique. I don't have Angelique on my list. Is it supposed to be Angelique? Logic ZZ. Okay, so I had Diana next. So I feel like I messed it up. All right, so Logic on Twitch is first, and then Logic on Twitch. Let me know that you're still here. And then Angeli on Facebook, Diana, Juan, Starluva. All right, all right, Logic on Twitch. Let me know that you're still here and you waited so patiently. Angeli. Love messages for Angeli. Diana, Pluto, Juan, after Diana, and Starluva wraps it up. Sweet. All right. Logic on Twitch. I know. It's hard for the Twitch to wait. They're like, what the crap? Sandra, are you over there? Do you see anybody hanging out over there? All right, let's go ahead and do Angeli's love messages. So, Angeli, Diana, Juan. Juan wants whatever you're drawn to. Sweet. All right, let's do Angeli's love messages. Let me know if we get Logic on Twitch. Y'all gotta come in early. You gotta get on the list early, right, Diana? Angeli, 3. We're gonna do 3. We're gonna do twin, soulmate, karmic. Twin, soulmate, karmic. I love you comes out, twin energy. I know how strong you are, yet I feel so protective over you, soulmate energy. And when I'm sad, I look at pictures and I feel at your picture and I feel much better. Karmic energy, you have someone around you. Karmic is a challenging life lesson. Challenging life lesson. A lot of times with karmic energies, you may not learn the lesson with that person. So you move on to another relationship and they have that, what's that situation? Same monster, different face type of energy. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here with this card. But soulmate comes out, and I know how strong you are, yet I feel so protective over you. I feel like I'm getting a lot of like mediumship type of energies here. You definitely could have a soulmate. Remember, it doesn't have to be a love relationship who feels very protective over you. This could be like a sibling, a family member, a close friend, or something like that. But the I love you comes out for a twin energy. And I feel like this is like a secret. It's like something that's not known. And it's like they just want to scream it out. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. Did we see Logic on Twitch? Not yet. All right, let's do Diana's Pluto. And then Juan. I heard new moon, so I think we're doing new moon for Juan. All right, Diana, death, rebirth, and guidance. All right, so the courage, the Leo energy, how interesting, right? We have that Leo full moon this week. But what's coming to an end is you not feeling confident enough to take courageous action. Because what's happening is you start taking courageous action. I picked the elemental wisdom. This is not the Seven of Swords, where he's stealing the swords and walking across this flat land. No, this is the one where he's scaling that wall. looks like a ninja, right? So it's like you're doing something in silence. It's like you're not telling people. And then the Page of Cups is here. This is going to be the guidance. The Page of Cups is going to say, accept the offer or accept the forgiveness, because it is the I'm sorry card. It's also the slippery situation card, too. I think it's more about accepting the I'm sorry or accepting the offer. You have the Fool on the bottom. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Juan on Facebook. Oh, I love that. Sweet. I love that, Angeli. All right, Juan on Facebook. Look at that. It says I'm here. Let's do the Leo full moon for one, and let's use the energy oracle. All right, so Leo full moon. Where's your personal power going with the Leo full moon? Where's your personal power going? The thinking woman, action, and door to spirit. All right, I also seen that, where's it at? Man holding a coin is something about your self-worth and the adjacent possibilities. So it's like you had a goal, you were going there, you were getting there, doors were opening up for you, and then something happens, and now you have this obstacle. The message with this card, Juan, is you don't have to change the goal. You can have the same goal. You're just going to take a different route to get to that goal. All right, so personal power, where your personal power is going right now to a woman, the thinking woman. It says that the thinking woman is a card that says someone comes into your environment and she teaches you something that you've been trying to figure out. But I think she's teaching you something and you haven't been able to figure it out yet. And I feel like it could be something that's like challenging, because that's where all your personal power is going. All right, drop the drama. What beliefs or habits are no longer serving you? This is the action card, and this is a really specific card in the energy oracle. There's actually a blur in the pictures, and it says that the reason there's a blur is because the horses are moving too quickly. So the message that I'm hearing, Juan, is like, you're not going to move quickly anymore. You're going to take more time to think things through, process information before you take an action. That way it's not a reckless action, right? And then where you need to take a risk, or like what area of your life would benefit if you took a risk, you got door to spirit. So Juan, do you feel spirit connecting with you? Like, do you feel like you can get messages from spirit if you have a question? Do you feel like spirit answers those questions? I feel like you may have some blockage there, or you may feel like spirit's not communicating with you, or like it's hard for you to understand the message or get the message. And the door is always there, the door is always open. So it's going to be something in your own I don't know what the word is here, but like in your own energetic field that's blocking the message from spirit. So where you need to take a risk is you need to be more open. You need to be more open to accept that some things you're seeing or hearing could be messages from spirit, right? Or you need to be more open to have like direct communication to spirit. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Star Luba is going to wrap it up. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, 8 p.m. Central Time, guys, Central Time. All right, thank you, Juan. And is a Leo, too. How interesting. Surprise. All right, Star Luba, let me know. Let me know that you're still here. Waited so very patiently. Thank you, my moderators, Sandra and Diana, for helping me everywhere. I appreciate you ladies so very, very much. If you guys are still here hanging out with us, send Sandra's sister some well wishes and good prayers and all those good things, right? I hope she gets better very, very soon. Yeah, you'll have to join us tomorrow night for the fire signs. All right, Star Luba, so she's here. Let me know, Star Luba, do you want Leo full moon too? I also have the love messages out, Star Luba. And I was also doing the Pluto death rebirth reading. Yes, full moon. All right. I was told the Unicorn Tarot. So, Starluva, whenever I get to pull these out, it's the hope. I get the hope with this energy. All right, your personal power. Where's your personal power going with this full moon? Queen of Pentacles, learning to become your own resource. I feel like it was trying to come out upside down. If there's someone controlling your finances at this time, that's where your personal power is going. If it's you trying to control your finances, maybe you're not, like it's taking your power in some way. Like this could be like, let's say you're at a job where you feel like it's hard for you to get up and be there every day. When you follow your purpose, like it's not hard for me. I've been here every day for 3 years, y'all. 3 years. That's not true. I've had some few stumbles. Y'all been there with me. But I had to take a week off here and maybe a week off there. But it's only happened once, twice. I wouldn't say 3 times. But for 3 years, we're here almost every freaking stinking day, right? So there's something about like, it's like you're not, I don't think it's that you're not giving it enough power. It's like you're not consistent enough with something. If you go to work and you feel like your purpose is there, you're not being consistent enough with it. If you go to work and you feel like your purpose isn't there, then you don't even want to be there, then that's going to be it, right? All right, what habits or beliefs are no longer serving you? Ace of Pentacles comes out. You're waiting for an offer from someone or waiting for a new offer. See, this is going to be about you going after what it is that you want. I feel like we're all learning to become our own resource, especially Divine Feminine. But it's like this energy with the Ace of Pentacles is like, and it's even the horse's hoof, right? But it's like this energy of like waiting for the knight in shining armor, or like waiting for someone to come save the day, waiting for this grand gesture. It's like you're going to be the grand gesture. You're going to go make your own offer. It's that type of energy. All right. So what area of your life would benefit from taking a risk? Leo full moon energy. A passionate, exciting risk, right? All right, so we have the World and the Knight of Wands. So it's like the Knight of Wands, remember, delivering a message, and Wands is going to be passionate action. And the World is like closing out old chapters, starting new chapters, receiving new opportunities. So it's like, this is why this card is sideways. I feel like you have a work situation where maybe you don't feel like your purpose is aligned with that work situation. And maybe you were waiting for them to make an offer. Maybe you were waiting for them to give you like a promotion or give you more money or something like that. And then you thought like maybe that would help you feel more aligned to the situation. But it's like that doesn't make you feel aligned because the purpose isn't still there. Something like that. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Starling. All right, guys, tomorrow night, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, come back and join us. Thank you, everyone who came in, who participated. Thank you for those who got paid readings. I appreciate your energy exchange, always, always. And I think that's it. I'll see everyone tomorrow night for the fire signs. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Diana. I'm always, always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.